Diplomatic row erupts in Canberra over sporting tours to South Africa. Geoffrey Palmer elected New Zealand Prime Minister. And a Latrobe fire overnight believed to be accidental. Recreation Ground and a Devonport High School fire at the weekend has virtually been ruled out. Police believe the fire that destroyed part of the main grandstand at the ground started accidentally, while the other is still being treated as arson.
Fire investigation officers were on the scene early this morning trying to determine the cause of the blaze. It wrecked the press box and threatened the remainder of the old timber grandstand, leaving a damage bill estimated at about $30,000. Meanwhile, clean-up operations continued today following a blaze on Sunday night, believed to have been deliberately lit, destroying a storeroom and equipment at the Devonport High School. Although a link has not been established between the two fires, the possibility of arson in both cases has not been ruled out.
I can't rule out arson at this stage. However, there is evidence to lead us to believe that some people may have been in there illegally, and that may have been the cause for the fire.
A passing motorist noticed a light on in the press box about 7 o'clock last night, an hour before the fire was reported, and an electric heater may have been switched on and left. Only the quick action of firefighters saved the historic grandstand. At first it was feared the 63-year-old building would be lost.
When we first got the call and coming up from the fire station, you could see the top of the building just absolutely one big flame. It was going fairly well, like a big torch in the sky, and it was really looked bad.
A start will be made almost immediately on rebuilding the press box, and ironically work only recently started on re-roofing the stand. Fortunately, the fire was brought under control within 20 minutes, but not so lucky was the Devonport High School, where little could be done to save the storeroom.
Well, if it's been deliberately lit, it's a great shame. It's a building that's come under a lot of pressure from thieves and so on over the years. And when you lose about $5,000 worth of canoes and cricket gear, mowers, it's a big blow to the taxpayer and a big blow to the school and the kids.
Firemen saved the main grandstand at the town's recreation ground last night. Damage estimated at $30,000 was caused to the press box on top of the grandstand.
The alarm was raised shortly after 8 o'clock last night. 3 units from the Latrobe Fire Brigade attended the blaze. Quick action contained the fire to the press box and its immediate surrounds. Firemen had the blaze under control in about 30 minutes. A cause hasn't been isolated, but a heater found inside the press box is being treated with suspicion by investigators.
We've found a couple of possibilities that we're investigating a little further. We certainly at this stage can't rule out that there may have been some vandalism involved, but we've got to look at it a bit longer yet.
Mr. Demeyer says because of the age of the grandstand, there was a danger of the fire spreading in its early stages.
Well, I might say that if it hadn't been for the quick action of the Latrobe Fire Brigade, it's quite possible the whole grandstand would have went, as you can see by the structure, that it would be very flammable.
Investigators have dismissed a possible link with a fire at the Devonport High School on Sunday. That fire caused more than $40,000 worth of damage when it razed a storeroom containing gardening and sporting equipment.